Hello, everybody. I am Dr. Jason Wan. I am an orthopedic physical therapist, and who I help and who I specialize in is helping busy parents escape chronic pain and to get back to a more active lifestyle. So, if you're looking to get stronger, move pain free, get back to the activities that you love and the person that you once were, make sure to subscribe and also click that bell notification because we host weekly videos Mondays at 5 p.m. So, today I wanted to go through a few different resources that I think can really help you. And if you guys haven't seen, we have our 5-day pain-free challenge that we just hosted live last week. So there are over 5 videos that you guys can access. If you go to my profile, you'll actually can either type in 5 days. We even have a playlist where we have 5 videos that are geared to help you step by step go from mindset, so going from a anti-fragile, more resilient mindset so that you don't feel as fragile or overwhelmed or as fearful, and telling you step by step exactly what I've done for myself to escape chronic neck and back pain. So if you're interested in that, make sure to subscribe and then find the 5-day challenge that we just did last week. But I also provided a very key resource, which I will drop into the comments right now. And this resource is downloadable. It's free to you. What I want you to do from here is I want you to download that this thing called the Pain-Free Blueprint. And I'm going to drop that into the chat right now. So if you download it, where you'll be taken to is a free ebook. And I'm going to tell you step by step what it kind of looks like and what you can get access to too. It's essentially a tech blueprint. So if you are a person that sits at a computer for a long period of time, you notice that you have either neck, back, hip issues. A lot of people, when they're stagnant and when they're sedentary, they oftentimes have more chronic aches and pains. And you wonder why, no matter what you do, whether you stretch for a long period of time or you find that going to a chiropractor or a massage therapist, that you get some relief, but the relief is very short-lived and it's temporary. This blueprint will help you. And if you print it out and if you have it as a PDF, there'll be a couple clickable links. And I'm going to share my screen in just a couple minutes. But I worked really hard on this blueprint guide because it is something that in the midst of like not having one-to-one coaching. So we provide one-to-one coaching as well. If you're interested, you can go to my profile, DrJasonWonPT on YouTube, and you can actually apply and book in for a one-to-one consultation with our team. But this blueprint guide is something that's free for you to use. And it has over 25 plus exercises that I will give you access to. And that's actually directly baked into the blueprint itself. So let's go ahead and dive in. I want to share my screen. Let me go ahead and share it right here. Give me just 1 second. All right, so I'm sharing my screen and let's go ahead and go to this here. All right, so you'll see here that this is going to take you, when you do download this, it's going to take you directly to a Google Drive and you can actually download the full blueprint here. If I scroll down, you'll see some of the table of contents. So it'll tell you a little bit about myself. It'll tell you why I believe that strength training is the most formidable and the most effective way to relieve chronic aches and pains long-term. So that will tell you a little bit about like how to kind of build out your own program. This actually goes through some fundamental patterns that I think everybody should know about. And it breaks it down even further into upper and lower quarter patterns. Basically, if you've ever gone to a gym and you're not sure like what sort of machines to use, and you're like, oh, do I have to hit all of these? Do I have like which ones are going to be the most helpful for my body and in terms of getting stronger and relieving pain? This actually breaks it down and simplifies that process through breaking down movements into patterns. And once you understand patterns, then it's easier for you to go to a gym and to figure out what to do. These are just some quick tips, the ultimate strength training tips after just 20 years experience on my end, after strength training since college, to going through and suffering with chronic aches and pains, just what you should be thinking about, especially if you suffer with any sort of chronic aches and pains by yourself. Then it dives into mobility. It dives into 5 days, so basically 25 plus exercises that you can do. This is another subset of a 5-day challenge where from Monday to Friday, you can address every single joint and muscle in the body. And it's a free, and I'll tell you exactly where that is. And it dives into even nutrition, because nutrition is something that I think a lot of physical therapists and programs, they neglect. So if you're looking to see how to become pain-free through nutritional guidance as well, it goes through a series of that too. Okay. And we dive into sleep, we dive into habits, and this essentially kind of gives you a little taste of what we actually do in our one-to-one coaching program, all baked into what we call the pain-free blueprint. So diving into this again, who am I and what am I about? It gives you a few quotes to kind of think about. And I hope that you can get some motivation from these quotes. Then it dives into strength training. Let me go ahead and just make this a little bit smaller so it's easier to see. Then it dives into fundamental strength patterns. It dives into upper and lower quarter patterns, like I said. And then it gives you the ultimate strength training tips, from looking at how many sets to do per week, to what you should be thinking about in terms of contractile failure and what that means to you, understanding how important rest periods are, to also not negating the power of protein and why that's so important. And then also consistency over everything, right? Because many people are kind of looking for a quick fix to getting rid of pain or getting stronger. There's no quick fixes. It's just about being consistent, and brutally consistent, for months and years on end. Okay. If you want to apply and book for a call, you can do that. So here. And then it dives into mobility. So I'll kind of speed through this. And this is the part that I think is the most important and valuable part about this blueprint, is you actually can click here. Once you click here, it'll take you to my Instagram highlights, because Instagram is a great place to host a lot of different video tutorials and exercises. But the cons of Instagram is it's kind of hard to find older posts. So when you click here, it'll actually take you to my highlights. Oop, let me see if I can actually take you. Let me see if I can do this here. Copy. And then let me open up a Chrome browser. And let me go ahead and open it here, because I might have to be signed in for this. Let me see if I can do this here. Apologies if it didn't take you directly. But if you go to my highlights, it'll take you directly to a highlight that says 5-day pain-free challenge. And then once you go there, they'll actually take you through 5 different posts with 5 different exercises. And it's very detailed. It shows you how to get rid of neck and back issues. It's exact exercises I've done for myself. So let me see if I can. And if I can't, I apologize, but I was going to take you directly to my Instagram link. Let me see if I can close this out. Oops. And let me see. All right. So it looks like I wouldn't be able to take you directly there, but just going back to, the blueprint, is that the blueprint is made so that you are able to get full access to basically the blueprint, get access to the 5 exercises addressing neck and back issues, to lower back, to addressing shoulder, to addressing hips and knees, as well as ankles and foot. So if you do download the pain-free blueprint, you'll get access to all of those things there. All right. So let me go ahead and stop sharing here. And so if you go to the link, okay, I'm going to show it right there, and it shows up on the screen. Go to DrJasonWonPT.com/blueprint. You can download the link there. And I really hope that once you provide your email, it will give you full access to basically all-in-one ebook, everything that I personally believe and value from a nutrition, a strength, a mobility, as well as a sleep standpoint. So make sure to download that, and you can see the link there. And make sure to also go to Instagram and take the exercises seriously. Okay, they are on Instagram. There is a highlight, and there's 5 exercises. But I really feel that if you take it seriously and start implementing it, rather than kind of just saving it once you save it and then it's kind of like out of sight, out of mind, it really doesn't do anything for you if you're not actually implementing the exercises daily. So make sure that if you do have any sort of like hip or low back ailments, for example, make sure that that is day 3, I believe. So make sure to save day 3, do those 5 exercises absolutely consistently, because if you do, I can promise you that by week's end, that you'll actually feel a difference in terms of how you feel. If you feel like you need more help getting to where you want to be, you feel like maybe the 5 exercises gave you some results, but it's not, you feel like it's not enough to get you fully to where you want to be, that's where you can go to flexordrday.online/apply, and I'll send that link out too. And if you do that, then you just fill out a brief application. Then you can book in for a free call with me and my team. And then we're able to personalize a roadmap to you and figure out if or how we are able to help you. Okay, so we've serviced, hundreds of different clients around the world. And that's the link right there, flexordrday.online/apply. So if you have any questions, feel free to drop a comment down below. But nonetheless, we'll see you on the next live training. So we do live trainings Mondays at 12 p.m. Pacific time. We also have weekly videos that go out Mondays at 5 p.m. Right? So click that bell notification, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one. All right, take care and have a good rest of your day.